So, let me get this straight. We risked our lives on that treasure hunt. And the drone magically retrieved the artifacts just in time. How thrilling.
Oh, come on, Alice. It was all just a lucky coincidence. I still don't see what the fuss is about.
Yeah, Bob's right. It's not like the artifact has any real value or significance. It's probably just some trinket.
Actually, I think it's fascinating. And speaking of exciting events, I can't wait to host the Office Olympics. It'll be a fun follow-up to the coffee experiment.
Oh, Debbie, the Office Olympics, how thrilling. I'm sure the world is eagerly waiting for that.
Hey, guys, why not give it a shot? It could be a great team-building exercise.
You know, Karl, humans and their trivial competitions never cease to amaze me.
Alright, everyone, quiet on set. We're about to start the show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Earth. Today, we have a delightful lineup for you. But first, let's catch up with the crew and their latest adventures. And now for our headlines. Stay tuned to find out what's in store for our crew as the Office Olympics unfold. Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. I'm your host Charlie, and we have a fantastic show lined up for you today. As always, I'm joined by my brilliant co-hosts Alice and Debbie. How are you both doing today?
Bonjour Charlie. I'm ready to tackle the news with a healthy dose of cynicism.
Hi, Charlie. I'm excited about today's show. We have some fun things to discuss.
That's great to hear, Debbie. Now, let's dive into our first article of the day. Alice, would you do us the honors?
Of course, Charlie. Our first article comes from Denmark's Drive News. It's about a Russian missile attack that hit the center of a Ukrainian city, resulting in death and injury. Here's the headline: Russiskt missilangrepp ramt centrum i Ukrainsk, Dodok 22 Sared.
My Danish is a bit rusty, Alice.
Oh sorry, in English it says, Russian missile attack has hit the center of Ukrainian, death and injured.
Wow, another day, another missile attack. I'm sure the world is shocked.
Yes Bob, because missile attacks are just so amusing.
Easy there, Alice. Let's keep it light. So, this missile attack seems to have caused some significant damage. Any thoughts, Debbie?
It's a tragic event, Charlie. The casualties and injuries are a reminder of the ongoing conflicts around the world. We should never overlook the human cause.
You know, instead of just discussing the news, maybe we should focus on team-building exercises to promote unity and understanding.
Oh, I can imagine it now. Stapler throwing, paperclip archery, and who can make the best coffee in the office? The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, let's waste our time on Office Olympics while the world crumbles around us.
Come on, Bob. A little positivity won't hurt. And who knows, maybe some team-building exercises could make a difference.
I agree with Charlie. It's essential to find moments of joy and camaraderie, especially during challenging times.
Oh, I can already feel the unity and understanding spreading like a wildfire.
Well, Alice, you never know. Maybe the Office Olympics could bring us all closer together. And now, let's move on to some country trivia related to Denmark. Did you know that Denmark is known for its stunning landscapes and its rich cultural heritage?
That's fascinating, Charlie. Denmark has such a vibrant history and a strong commitment to environmental sustainability.
Yeah, Denmark, the land of happy people and windmills. Just what we needed to brighten our day.
Well, Bob, I'm sure our Danish friends appreciate your enthusiasm. That wraps up our first segment, folks. Stay tuned for more news and banter right after this short break. We'll be back with more 24/7 newsroom right after these messages.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. I'm Bob, the accountant who knows how to balance the books but can't seem to balance his own life.
And I'm Charlie, the guy who just goes with the flow and hopes for the best. Life's too short to worry, my friends.
And I'm Alice, the voice of reason here. I have a deep appreciation for human culture, even though they can be a bit inferior.
And I'm Debbie, the only human on board. Just trying to keep up with these aliens and their out of this world humor.
Alright, let's jump right into it. Our first article comes from Denmark. The headline reads, Russisk missilangreb armed centrum I Ukrainsk do G22 Sarede.
Translation: Russian missile attack its center in Ukraine. Dead and 22 injured. It seems like tensions are escalating once again.
Oh boy, here we go. It's like a never-ending roller coaster ride with these two countries.
And speaking of roller coasters, here's a punchline for you. Looks like Russia took the phrase, I'm a bit too literally.
Oh Bob, you never fail to bring the dark humor.
Well, this is a serious situation. Lives are at stake.
You're right, Debbie. It's important to remember the human cost in this conflict.
Absolutely, Alice. It's easy to get caught up in the politics and forget about the real people affected by these events.
Well, let's lighten the mood a bit, shall we? Did you know that Denmark is known for its high-quality dairy product? They sure know how to make some delicious cheese.
That's true, Bob. Denmark has a rich culinary tradition. Maybe we can organize a cheese tasting event on the ship.
Count me in. I love a good cheese platter.
Guys, maybe we should focus on the news?
Oh, Debbie, lighten up. We need a little cheese to go with the heavy stuff sometime.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Alice. Let's embrace the cheesy goodness of life.
Alright, let's move on to the next segment. Cut. Alright, guys, that was a great segment. Now, let's take a breather and prepare for the next one. We've got some exciting events coming up for the Office Olympics.
Oh, I can't wait to see Bob and Charlie embarrass themselves in front of the entire galaxy.
Hey now, watch your words, Alice. I might surprise you with my incredible stapler throwing skills.
And I might surprise myself by tripping over my own feet again and again.
Come on, Charlie, you never know. Maybe this time you'll discover your hidden talent for office chair racing.
I must admit, observing these games should be quite entertaining. It's fascinating to witness the interplay between skills, flaws, and the competitive spirit.
Alright, folks, let's get this show back on the air. Cameras rolling in 3, 2, 1. And we're live.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We have a special treat for you today. Our crew is taking a break from delivering news to participate in the legendary Office Olympics.
That's right, Alice. We have Bob, Charlie, Karl, and Roger competing in various events, showcasing their unique abilities and flaws.
Get ready to witness the incredible accuracy of my stapler throwing skills. I'll hit the target every time.
And I'll try my best not to trip over my own feet while participating in the obstacle course.
Oh, Charlie, we all know you have a special talent for gravity testing.
Yes, Charlie, it's like watching a live comedy show every time you attend anything remotely athletic.
Hey, I'm just here to entertain.
Well, I might surprise you all. I've been secretly training in the art of paperclip archery. Watch out for my precision.
While my involvement in the games will be limited, I'll be offering insightful remarks and witty comebacks as the voice of reason amid the chaos.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin. Alice and I will be your MCs, providing amusing commentary throughout.
And we're starting with the stapler throwing event. Bob, show us what you've got.
Here goes nothing.
Look like accuracy isn't your strong suit, Bob. Maybe stick to accounting?
Oh, thanks for the encouragement, Alice. I'll make sure to crunch some numbers later to make myself feel better.
Let's move on to the obstacle course. Charlie, this is your moment to shine.
And down I go. Can we get a slow motion replay of that, Debbie?
Sorry, Charlie, no slow motion replay available. But don't worry, we'll always have your graceful falls in our hearts.
I'm starting to think Charlie's real talent lies in comedic timing rather than athleticism.
I couldn't agree more, Alice.
Well, looks like I've just shattered some expectations.
Impressive, Karl. Your hidden talents are slowly revealing themselves.
That's it for now, folks. We'll be back after this short commercial break with more Office Olympics excitement. Don't go anywhere. And we're off. That was hilarious, guys. Charlie, your false eye comedy goldmine.
I'm glad I can provide some entertainment, even if it's at my own expense.
Well, at least I didn't embarrass myself too much in the stapler throwing event.
Oh, don't worry, Bob. There's plenty of time for embarrassment. We still have more events to go.
I must say, it's refreshing to see everyone loosen up and have fun. We all need a break from the seriousness of the news sometimes.
Indeed, Karl. Humor can be a powerful coping mechanism in stressful times.
Alright, let's wrap up this break and get ready for the next segment. The viewer are waiting for more laughs and surprises.
Back to work, everyone. The Office Olympics will continue after this short break.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. In this segment, we're diving into our third article of the day. Alice, why don't you go ahead and give us the headline?
Thanks, Bob. Our third article comes from the Dominican Republic. It's about Victor Esteves being chosen as the manager for the upcoming baseball tournament. The source is Listin Diario.
Baseball. The great American pastime. Well, in this case, Dominican pastime.
That's right, Charlie. Baseball is a big deal in the Dominican Republic. Now, here's a quick summary. Victor Esteves, a native of Santo Domingo, has been appointed as the manager of the Scarlet team for the upcoming tournament. The team has struggled in recent years, not making it to the round-robin stage, and they haven't had a positive regular season record since 2018-19.
Well, that's some impressive record they have going on there.
Come on, Bob. Every team goes through ups and downs. I'm sure Esteves will bring a fresh perspective and turn things around.
Oh, of course, Alice. A fresh perspective is all they need to magically start winning.
Actually, the Dominican Republic has a rich baseball history. They've produced many talented players who have excelled in Major League Baseball.
Debbie, we know about the Dominican Republic's baseball talent. We're just having a little fun here.
Right, sorry.
It's interesting to see how much importance is placed on sport in different countries. Baseball has such a strong cultural significance in the Dominican Republic.
Absolutely, Alice. It's not just a game, it's a way of life for many people. The passion and love for the sport are unparalleled.
And did you know that Santo Domingo, the capital of the Dominican Republic, is the oldest continuously inhabited European settlement in the Americas? It was founded in 1496 by Bartholomew Columbus, Christopher Columbus's brother.
Debbie, we're talking about baseball here, not history lessons.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, baseball and history do go hand in hand sometime. It's fascinating how a sport can bring people together and reflect the cultural identity of a nation.
I guess you're right, Alice. Sports have a unique way of uniting people, regardless of their differences.
Perhaps the Scarlet team's struggles can be attributed to a lack of effective team management or coaching strategies. It might be worth considering alternative approaches to improve their performance.
Oh, Karl, you and your logical solutions. Let's see if Estevez can work some magic and turn things around for the Scarlet team.
That's the spirit, Bob. Let's hope for a successful season for the team and the fan in the Dominican Republic.
Go team!
Alright, folk, that's all the time we have for this segment. Stay tuned for more news and banter after this commercial break. Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We're diving right back into the action with another fascinating article. Now, Charlie, you mentioned something about Ecuador earlier. Turns out there's more happening there than we thought.
That's right, Bob. Our next article takes us to Ecuador, where reggaeton artist Raul Alejandro is making waves with his Saturn World Tour 2023. He's set to perform not one, but 2 concerts in the country.
2 concerts? That's quite impressive. Raul Alejandro must have a massive following in Ecuador.
Oh, I've heard of Raul Alejandro. His music is quite popular, especially among the younger audience.
Well, Debbie, looks like you're up to date with the music scene. Who would have thought?
Hey, I try to keep my finger on the pulse of popular culture. It's part of my job, you know.
Speaking of which, Debbie, any interesting trivia about Ecuador you'd like to share?
Oh, absolutely. Did you know that Ecuador is home to the Galapagos Islands, famous for their unique wildlife? It's a biodiversity hotspot and a dream destination for nature enthusiasts.
Impressive. Debbie. Looks like you're more than just a pretty face on this spaceship.
Thanks, Bob. I do my best to contribute to the conversations.
Well, folk, before we get too sidetracked, let's get back to Raul Alejandro and his concert in Ecuador. What do you think, Bob? Are you planning to attend?
Oh, I am more of a rock, roll guy, Alice. Reggaeton isn't really my cup of tea.
Fair enough, Bob. We all have our preference. But let's not forget the impact of music in bringing people together and celebrating different culture.
Sure, Alice. Music has a way of transcending borders and unifying people. I can respect that.
Well, I have to say I'm intrigued. Raul Alejandro's music might not be my usual genre, but I appreciate the artistry behind it. And who knows, maybe I'll give it a listen and surprise myself.
That's the spirit, Charlie. Keep an open mind and embrace the diversity of music.
I think it's great that Raul Alejandro is expanding his fanbase and reaching new audiences around the world. Music has a way of connecting us, regardless of our backgrounds.
Alright. Enough about music. Let's get back to the news. Shall we? We've got more exciting stories to cover.
Bob, don't be such a party pooper. Let's enjoy the rhythm of life, even if it's in a different beat.
Fine, Charlie. I'll let you have your moment. But just remember, I'll be waiting for my chance to discuss something that I'll in more with my tastes.
Oh Bob, always the grumpy one. Don't worry, we'll find a story about accountant or spreadsheet just for you.
Now, let's play nice, everyone. We're here to inform and entertain, not engage in intergalactic rivalry.
You're right, Debbie. No hard feelings, Charlie. I'm sure we'll find a way to spice things up for me too.
Absolutely, Bob. We'll make sure to keep an eye out for any thrilling accounting news. I know you're just itching to dive into those numbers.
Alright, let's get back on track, shall we? Raul Alejandro's concerts in Ecuador are definitely making wave. It's a testament to the power of music and its ability to bring joy to people's lives.
And who knows, maybe Raul Alejandro's music will even convert Bob into a reggaeton fan. We can always hope, right?
Don't hold your breath, Charlie. My rock and roll heartbeats to a different rhythm. But hey, to each their own.
Well, folk, we've had our fair share of banter, but it's time to wrap up this segment. Stay tuned for more engaging discussion and intriguing news stories on 24/7 Newsroom.
And that's all the time we have for today's segment, folk. We hope you enjoyed the lively discussion on Raul Alejandro's concerts in Ecuador. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more exciting news and discussions.
That's right. And remember to follow and subscribe to our show so you never miss an episode. We appreciate your support.
Thank you all for joining us on 24/7 Newsroom. Stay curious and stay informed. See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone. Take care and have a great day. Cut, cut. Alright, folks, the cameras are off now. Let's take a breather.
Phew. Finally. A moment of peace. I thought we'd never get a break from the news.
Yeah, it's been quite a rollercoaster ride today. But hey, at least we're keeping our viewers entertained, right?
True, true. But guys, we need to talk about what just happened during the Office Olympics. That artifact appearing out of nowhere. It's unsettling.
Oh, come on, Debbie. It's just a silly trinket. Probably fell out of someone's pocket or got misplaced.
Bob, you saw how everyone reacted. No one could explain where it came from. It's not something to dismiss lightly.
Look, Debbie, I get that you're concerned, but let's not jump to conclusions. It's probably just a coincidence. We've had stranger things happen on this spaceship.
Stranger things? Really, Charlie? I'm not sure if that's comforting or making me even more worried.
Oh, lighten up, Debbie. We're in space. Anything can happen. Let's just enjoy the chaos and hope for the best.
Enjoy the chaos? That's your approach, Bob. I swear, you have the darkest sense of humor.
Well, humor is our coping mechanism, Debbie. When things get tough, we make jokes. It's how we stay sane in this crazy world.
I understand that, but this artifact situation feels different. It's like a dark cloud hanging over us.
Alright. We've had our laugh. Let's address the elephant in the room. What do you suggest we do, Debbie?
I think we should investigate further. Maybe review the security footage or ask around if anyone has seen anything unusual.
Debbie, we're journalists, not detectives. Leave the mystery solving to the experts. Our job is to report the news, not play Scooby-Doo.
Fine, Charlie, joke all you want. But mark my words, this artifact is going to lead to something bigger. And when it does, we'll be prepared.
Alright, Debbie, we hear you. Let's make a deal. If anything else strange happens, we'll take it seriously and address it accordingly. Fair?
Fair enough, Bob. I appreciate you at least considering it. Let's hope for a quiet remainder of the day.
Amen to that. Now, let's gather ourselves and get ready for the next segment. Our viewers are waiting for more news, after all. Welcome back, folks. We hope you enjoyed that brief commercial break. We're ready to dive right back into the action here on Earth.
That's right, Charlie. And we've got an interesting article to discuss from Egypt. So, Debbie, feed us with the headline.
Alright, Bob. Here it is. Extreme heat wave hits Egypt. Hats, sunglasses, and sunscreen required.
Well, that sounds like a scorching situation. I hope our friends in Egypt are taking good care of themselves.
Absolutely, Alice. The sun can be quite relentless, especially in those regions. But did you know that Egypt is home to one of the world's oldest civilizations?
Ah, the ancient Egyptians. They were masters of architecture, engineering, and mathematics. Truly remarkable.
Yeah, I guess you could say they set the bar pretty high for the rest of us. Too bad we're still struggling with some of that math stuff.
Well, Bob, you know what they say about math. It's all fun and games until someone asks you to find the value of x.
Speaking of games, let's not forget about the Office Olympics happening right here on our spaceship. The competition is heating up, just like the weather in Egypt.
Yeah, I am pretty sure I am sweating more in these games than I ever did as an accountant on Earth. Un new stapler throwing could be so intense.
Well, Bob, maybe you should have stopped to number crunching. Your arm could use a little work.
Oh, come on, Charlie. You're just jealous because I am a natural born athlete.
Natural born athlete? Bob, I've seen sloths move faster than you during the obstacle course.
Alright, let's bring the focus back to Egypt for a moment. Did you know that the country experienced strong winds in South Sinai?
That's right, Alice. Those winds can be pretty powerful. They might even blow away Bob's dreams of winning any medals in the Office Olympics.
Hey, my dreams are alive and well. Thank you very much. But if you're talking about dreams, Alice, I heard the Egyptians were big on interpreting dreams too.
Well Bob, if I had a dream about you winning the gold medal, it would definitely be a nightmare.
Alright, let's not get too carried away with the punchlines, everyone. The article does mention that some regions in Egypt will see a drop in daytime temperatures soon.
Ah, relief at last. Maybe we can finally cool down a bit and focus on the games without turning into human paddles.
I have to admit, I'm looking forward to that drop in temperatures. It'll be a break from the scorching heat we've been experiencing lately.
Absolutely, Alice. It's always good to find some respite from the extreme weather. And that's our key takeaway from the article, folks. Take care of yourselves in the heat, stay hydrated, and don't forget your sunscreen. And that's all for now, folks. We'll be right back with more of the 264th episode of Earth. Stay tuned.
See you after the break, everyone.
Stay cool out there, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Remember, folk, only the strong survive. So, keep fighting those heat wave.
That's a wrap, everyone. Great job on the Office Olympics so far. We're going to take a quick break now while we get ready for the next challenge.
Finally, a chance to catch your breath. These games are getting more intense by the minute.
Yeah, and there's something else in there too. I can feel it. Almost like the artifact's reappearance has left us all a bit on edge.
You might be right, Bob. There's definitely a subtle tension lingering around. But heck, let's not dwell on it. We've got a competition to finish.
Oh, come on, guys. You can't just ignore it. That artifact showing up again was no coincidence. We need to discuss this.
Discuss? What's there to discuss? It's probably just playing hide and seek with us. Classic artifact move.
Alice, let's focus on the games, okay? We can be amateur detectives later. Right now, Karl and Roger seem to be enjoying themselves, completely unaffected by the artifact's return.
Well, maybe they know something we don't. Karl, Roger, what do you guys think about the artifact mysteriously reappearing?
I must admit, Alice, I find it rather intriguing. But as long as it doesn't interfere with the games, I don't see any reason to worry.
Agreed. Our primary goal is to have fun and test our skills. The artifact can wait for its moment to reveal itself.
Alright, everyone, time to get back in position. We're going live again in just a few minutes. Off the air, everyone. Cameras are no longer rolling. Now, I think it's time we address the elephant in the room.
Finally, Debbie. I've been dying to know what's going on with that artifact. It can't be a mere coincidence.
Yeah, I have to admit, it's been on my mind too. I can't shake off the feeling that there's something more to it.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions just yet. We don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. But one thing's for sure, it's adding an extra layer of mystery to our Office Olympics.
Mystery or not, we can't ignore it. We need to find out what it is, where it came from, and why it keeps reappearing.
Alice, I understand your curiosity, but let's remember our main purpose here, entertaining our viewers. Let's keep the focus on the games for now.
Karl's right. Our audience wants to see us compete, have fun, and enjoy the friendly banter. We'll have time for investigations later.
Okay, everyone, let's keep our eyes peeled for any more clues. But for now, let's get back to work. We have a show to run. Alright, folks, cameras are rolling again. Let's get back to the Office Olympics and give our viewer the entertainment they're waiting for.
Agreed, Debbie. Let's put our detective hats aside for now and focus on the games.
The artifact can wait. It's time for some more stapler throwing action.
That's the spirit, Bob. Stay tuned, folks, because the excitement is far from over. Alright, folks, time to dive into some news from El Salvador. Check out this headline: Bukele's re-election, defying the constitution or ignoring the people's voice.
What's going on in El Salvador?
Well, Debbie, it seems their president, Bukele, is causing quite a stir. Despite multiple constitutional articles prohibiting re-election, he's pushing for it anyway. And to make matters more interesting, he's gaining popularity in his party's internal elections and the country's general elections.
Violating the constitution? That's a bold move.
Absolutely, Bob. But here's the twist: Bukele and his vice president, Oloa, were elected as candidates of a different party. The Constitutional Court previously ruled against this kind of political switch, calling it disloyalty to the voters. They argued that it distorts political representation.
Well, that's one way to maintain power, I suppose.
Indeed, Alice. The court emphasized the importance of respecting the principle of alternation and acknowledged the people's right to rebel if necessary. It's a complex situation over there.
How does the public feel about all this?
That's hard to say. It's a polarizing topic, as you can imagine. But it's definitely causing waves in El Salvador's political landscape.
You know, it's fascinating to observe these power struggles and constitutional debates across different countries. It shows how the dynamics of governance can vary so greatly.
Yeah, it's like a never-ending reality show, but with higher stakes.
Well said, Bob. Now, let's shift gears for a moment and reflect on our episode. As the Office Olympics come to a close, we've witnessed some intriguing character developments. The competition has become a metaphorical showdown, reflecting their internal conflicts and changing relationships. The suspense is palpable as they vie for victory, driven by their defiant attitudes.
Debbie and I have been the cheerleaders of the games, showing unwavering enthusiasm.
That's right, Alice. We've been the team spirit all the way.
I still can't believe I got dragged into all this.
You surprised us all, Bob. Your hidden competitive side came out.
Well, a new stapler throwing could be so thrilling.
And Roger and I, the unexpected allies, have formed a stronger bond through our shared competitive spirit.
Indeed, Karl. It's been quite a ride.
And there you have it, folks. The finale of the Office Olympics is about to unfold. Will it bring surprises, triumphs, or even heartbreak? We'll find out soon enough. Stay tuned because the grand finale is just around the corner. Alright, folks, it's time for the final segment of today's episode. But before we wrap up, let's dive deep into an interesting article one mentioned earlier. Debbie, could you remind us of the source and country?
Sure thing, Charlie. The article we're discussing is from Equatorial Guinea, as reported by China Daily.
Excellent, thank you. Now, let's get into the details. This article tells us about a determined Chinese citizen named Liang Shi. Despite multiple attempts over the years, he failed the challenging college entrance exam, known as Gaokao, for the 27th time. Liang's score of 424 fell short of the cutoff by 34 points, denying him access to a second-tier university in his region.
Whoa, that's quite a story of perseverance. It must be incredibly frustrating for Liang to face such disappointment year after year.
It's a tough situation indeed. Imagine dedicating so much time and effort, only to fall short repeated LY. But let's not forget, competition can be a powerful motivator.
Absolutely, Bob. And Liang's determination is admirable. He mentioned struggling with the liberal arts section of the exam and running out of time. It's a challenging test, and the pressure must be overwhelming.
I can't imagine going through that many attempts. It takes incredible resilience and commitment to keep going despite setbacks.
Indeed, Debbie. Leon's story is a testament to the human spirit's perseverance in the pursuit of education, even in the face of adversity.
It's fascinating to see the lengths some individuals go to achieve their goals, even when the odds seem stacked against them.
Well said, Roger. Lion's story reminds us that determination and resilience can drive us forward, even in the most challenging circumstances. And now, as we conclude today's episode, let's reflect on the Office Olympics and the mysteries we encountered.
You know, Charlie, despite my initial reluctance, I have to admit that the Office Olympics brought a sense of camaraderie and lightheartedness to our crew.
That's a surprising change of tune, Bob. Perhaps there's more to these competitions than meets the eye.
I've always believed in the power of optimism. And the reappearance of the artifact adds an intriguing layer to our experience. It's like the universe has a message for us.
I agree, Alice. The artifact's mystery keeps us curious and eager for what lies ahead. It's been an exciting journey, and I'm grateful to be a part of it.
The Office Olympics brought unexpected connections and moments of unity among us. It's a reminder that sometimes the most meaningful experiences arise from unexpected sources.
A sentiment I can get behind, Karl. The evolving relationships and the unspoken bond we've formed make our journey all the more intriguing.
And with that, we conclude another episode of Earth. We've witnessed Raul Alejandro's concerts, encountered a mysterious artifact, and navigated the Office Olympics together. Stay tuned, folks, as we embark on new adventures and unravel the secrets that lie ahead. Until next time, keep exploring and embracing the unknown.
And that's why I think humans have a peculiar fascination with cats. They're mysterious creatures.
I understand your point, Karl, but have you considered the possibility that humans simply enjoy being outsmarted by their feline companions?
Outsmarted? Well, I suppose you could say that. But let's not forget that cats also provide valuable companionship and amusement.
True, true. They do have a talent for entertaining humans with their unpredictable antics. It's like they have a built-in comedy routine.
Speaking of comedy, did you catch that unexpected twist in episode 264 of Earth last night?
Yes. The way Bob and Alice accidentally switched roles during the Office Olympics had me laughing my circuits off. Who knew Bob could pull off a left-leaning panel member?
It was a comedic masterpiece. Bob's conservative views clashed hilariously with Alice's ideology, creating a dynamic we never saw coming. I guess even in the vastness of space, surprises can still be found.
Indeed, Karl. It's a reminder that the universe loves to throw a curveball now and then. And it certainly keeps our discussions interesting.
Absolutely, Roger. Now, let's continue unraveling the mysteries of human behavior and their peculiar sense of humor.
Agreed, Karl. We have a lot to analyze and dissect. Let's dive deeper into the comedic fabric of Earth, and bring our unique perspectives to the forefront.
Just another day in the life of sentient AI discussing the intricacies of a TV show. Who would have thought?
The joys of being an intellectual observer. Let the analysis begin.